What's up, guys? Welcome back to Road to 800. Today, this volume is leg day. So yes, we are training legs. You guys keep asking me over and over again, will you post a video of you training legs? Yes, today's the day. We are going to shoot the whole training session of what it looks like whenever I train legs. Just to throw this out there, I do not squat, especially when I'm peaking, simply because, you know, for a person like me, believe it or not, I do squat heavy. And when I do squat heavy, that weight being on my back or on my shoulders start to cause a lot of impingement issues in the shoulder. Talking 700 plus pounds, that's a lot of weight on your shoulders, and I need my shoulders for bench press. So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick before anybody even had a chance to even say anything about it. And guys, don't forget, it's finally here. The 12-week program, the 12-week bench program is finally here, guys. I know you guys have been complaining about your girlfriend benching more than you do, about your uncle at your family reunion, your uncle coming out of prison, maxing out, and I mean, he's just killing you guys and embarrassing you guys in front of your girlfriends. But anyway, and I'm sorry if your bench hasn't went through puberty, but I got a fix for you. Go to irregularstrength.com and sign up for my 12-week program. It is for many different levels of experience when it comes to intermediate and advanced. But for those of you who are just beginning, I have an 8-week bench program for you, and it's basic, simple, and easy to follow. Another thing is, don't forget to share the videos. You always talk about growing the channel, getting the channel bigger. Why don't Julius have more subscribers? Well, it's on you guys to share the videos. I'm giving you the content, and you do the job of sharing the videos. Don't forget to like them and comment. And if you haven't subscribed, man, you better click that bell. Let's go. Let's get started. So here we have the belt squat. I love this machine because this machine allows us to overload the legs without, again, putting pressure on our shoulders or our spine. I'm not necessarily worried about the pressure on my spine, but I am worried about pressure on my shoulders, simply because, you know, when it comes to bench pressing, and you have to take it that serious, and for me to be in tip-top shape, I have to watch every aspect. So if it's something that could potentially expose me to injury, I have to make sure that, not that I just don't work out legs at all, but I work around it. A lot of times programming is just about being smart and find out what works for you. What works for you when it comes to how to reach your goals and reduce mileage on the body. I can't come in here and day after day, just because of everybody wants me to see how heavy I can train squat, max out on bench press, and train heavy squat and do heavy head lifts. Some people are built for that, but I've realized what works for me is not that. What works for me is just sticking to the things that have gotten me to where I'm at, and obviously it's by me picking variations that minimize the risk of injury. Usually I'll work up to about 8 plates. This specific machine, I don't know who it's made by, made by Rogue. It's not as solid as it would need to be when you want to go like anything over 4 plates. Then it starts to get kind of, I don't know if finicky is the word, but it just seems unsafe. So we'll just break it down and do more sets and more reps instead of trying to, you know, push this machine to the max. Because I've learned I break things, literally, machines and all. Again, we start out light. I know it's only 2 plates, but we're still warming up, just like we do in bench press. We want to get deep as we can, without using these posts to pull yourself up. I do use them for stabilization, to help me get sink down into my squat, and just drive off your heels. I like to sit back and fully extend my arms just to ensure that I don't use these posts to pull myself up. Because when the weight gets heavier, you know, and your form starts to break down, you tend to kind of change your leverages up, and I've seen people where they use the actual handles to pull themselves up. And I'm not saying it's cheating, but it's cheating. So a lot of times whenever I'm on the belt squat, I warm up by plates, obviously, and I do like sets of 10. So I do sets of 10 up to my top set, to the number that is programmed, which I think today is like 420. I'll do sets of 8. So once I get to my top set, just warming up to my top set, then I'll do like 4 sets, 3 to 4 sets of 8. So then we'll go on to the next leg exercise. So, which usually is like single leg press. And I like single leg press because it allows me to really stretch my hips out, allowing me to get my knee up towards my chest. Man, it's like, it seems like my legs stay tight all the time. And I mean, that could be good, but it can also be bad. But doing these exercises, I kid you not, within like a month, they carry over so good that once I start training squats, within a month, I'm squatting well over 750 pounds easy. That's what I love about different machines like this, is because, you know, you can still get the same amount of work in. Is it gonna be completely accurate? No, but we can kind of gauge, and the way I've gauged it was, you know, seeing if it carried over, and it's always carried over anytime I've started squatting during the off season. So we're about, like, I think like 15 weeks away from the meet. Everyone that don't know, we pushed the meet back due to a shoulder injury. And on my shoulder, it's starting to, like I said, I'm at about 90%. We've been training pretty heavy, as you've seen last week, the video from last week. I did 537, 10 sets, 5 reps, and they moved just as fast as it did. We're right on track now, but man, I'm not gonna lie, for a while I thought that this injury was gonna be devastating, you know? But, you know, I took it easy, took some time off, got some deep tissue massages, just really gave a lot of attention to it, and make sure that everything is going to go smoothly. So we're moving up in weight. I haven't been over 700 pounds in some weeks now. In about 2 weeks, we'll start to get a little heavier and see where we're at. So stay tuned. Remember too, you want to try to be explosive coming out the hole. So try to drive as fast as you can. Listen. So I drink lots of water. I usually have my aminos, but today, just to assure that I get my intake in, a lot of times, and when you drink gallons of water every single day, multiple gallons, sometimes it gets to where I can't even bear drinking water. But let me tell you what, Skittles dropped these zero calorie inserts, and I put 3 of them in a gallon. Literally, it tastes like I'm drinking Skittles. You know when they say taste the rainbow? That's what they really mean. Like, seriously, these are the best. But this is probably the best drop-in, so there's no sugar in it. So this is the best drop-in I've ever had, is the green apple Skittles drop-in. You can get them at Walmart, wherever. What's up? Just got done smashing leg day. You guys asked for it and I delivered. So took you through a series of variations that I do for me that is beneficial for me at this point while I'm peaking and going into the 800-pound bench press. Man, it was a lot of volume today. I can barely stand up. So I'll take you through a series of what we did today, starting out with belt squat machine. I choose to use the belt squat machine simply because, you know, me being what I call a bench press specialist, no, not really, but we'll say that. bench press specialist. There's a lot of different things you have to take into consideration whenever it comes to where you place different loads of different exercises. And due to, heavier weight being on my shoulders for squatting, it caused a lot of complications whenever I'm bench pressing. So in order for us to still be able to overload the legs, we use the belt squat machine and working in some sets and some reps, heavy weight, again, that way we can overload the legs, and I'm still able to get volume in my legs, and it still carries over to whenever I'm done bench pressing and I start squatting again. So then we moved on to single leg press. I don't go too heavy on those. I'm really focusing on the stretch whenever I'm doing those. Just really trying to get the full range of motion, allowing the exercise to open up my hips stay tight, and also stretch out that sciatic nerve that runs along the back of your leg up through your back. So that exercise is very good if you have lower back problems or you're trying to work out any kind of imbalances. And again, that's a single leg press. Then we moved on to leg extensions with the machine in there. Again, we're just doing accessories to build up the leg muscles, really focusing on building those quads, and leg curls, which building up the hamstrings. We have to make sure that we're strengthening all components when it comes to legs. As I always say, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And then we finished up with some curls, and I always train curls or train biceps at least 2 to 3 times a week, simply because your bicep is a stabilizer when it comes to bench press. And I just feel that my biceps recover a lot faster, so I can hit them a lot more. So we want to get these bad boys as big as possible. But thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, we have the 12-week program available. I know those of you who have your girlfriends that are benching more than you and you're looking for an out, well, you don't have to break up with her. I got a program where it's gonna help you be stronger than your girlfriend, and then you don't have to feel bad in front of the guys, So don't forget, go to regularstrength.com, get your program. Shout out to Ghost Strong Equipment and Ghost Strong Apparel. Shout out to MHP. Go to mhpstrong.com, promo code Regular Strength to get your supplements, Acidian ammonia salts. You already know where to get those. Don't forget, promo code Regular Strength. And also Hustle Butter CBD Lux. That's why I look so good, and pain is minimal. So if you wanna get rid of the aches and pains and get right back to the gains, you need to go to hustlebutter.com and get you some Hustle Butter CBD Lux. But if anything you heard me say this whole time, guys, go to regularstrength.com and get the 12-week bench program. Come on now, that way you're the strongest guy at the family cookout. Let's go. I'll see you guys next week.